Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Brandon Ross. I am your host and game master here on the Player Hater Gaming channel. And immediately, right away, hey Saran Gaming, how are you doing? Thank you for the biddies. We love you very much. Hope you have fun in Outbreak, as you said it was there. I know what you're trying to say, but Outbreak is what will be now called. So we're all here to play some D&D. We're going to have some fun, and it's going to be interesting because I am looking forward to this episode. But before we can dig into it, let's knock out some announcements. First off, if you have not done so, please feel free to head over to our... Okay, gotcha. Head over to our Level Link Tree where you can find all the places that we do things, to include a recent addition to our release lineup, not so much our live sessions, but our releases. We have Friday Night D&D, a podcast-centered table to where you can listen in and enjoy more tales coming from the Player Hater Gaming channel. And they get to have a session this Friday. It may not be live, but it will be recorded, and oh man, they're in a world of fun.
I'm not scared, you're scared.
Also in that link tree, you will find two incredible links to two amazing Discords, but we're also going to put them in chat so they're easy to get to. The first is the Player Hater Gaming channel. Please come on in here, join us, send memes, share life stories, organize some D&D play, have some fun. In general, we just want to build a really fun community. But if you're looking for a place that is really hardcore focused on the D&D text scene, I'm going to pass that announcement off to Mav Hunter, our resident rogue paladin.
Hello, how are you all? So, you want to scratch that D&D itch that you've been having because it's almost impossible to find a place to play for whatever reason. Maybe you just like going out. Maybe the actual comic book store doesn't exist near you. That's perfectly fine. Join us. We'll teach you how to play. We'll tell you what it means when the dice gods decide to just ruin your day. Or, on the actual flip side of that, let's say the fact that you actually want to be the one to create the story, like Brandon. You want to ruin our day, because why not? We will tell you how to do that as well. We will teach you that the CR system is broken, how to abuse it, and to make every single player who sits down at the table with you question, what did I do to piss you off today? By all means, join us in Ashirama, help you have fun, and yeah, welcome to the party.
Thank you, Mav Hunter. Sorry, I got something stuck in my eye here.
Ah, I see.
Mm.
It's the curse of the dice. Apparently, you did not pray to the dice gods today.
Apparently did not. I'll tell you what, I did roll, just a test roll. I rolled 2d20 earlier. I rolled an 18 and 20, so we'll see how that goes.
Great. Great. That's wonderful.
Great.
Wonderful. I love it.
You know what that means? Drac is fucked.
As is red.
No, you're fine.
You say that.
I don't
But
know.
Doc also just rolled a nat 20 on it.
I think we're okay, guys.
Nice.
Okie dokie.
I rolled a 2.
You know, I'm not
That
rolling
sounds
shit.
about right.
Maybe don't.
I'm not
use
rolling
those
anything
dice.
either.
That's okay.
Yes.
Well,
Not gonna be tempted fate.
any other announcements? Am I forgetting anything? We were rolling into this?
Schedule.
You did.
You're always forgetting the schedule.
You did.
And
How
You
dare.
always do the schedule.
we all get free health die.
Oh yeah!
Ah!
Cause you forgot.
Shit, I did. I was ready to roll. Well, save your channel points tonight, guys. Unless you want to draw cards from the deck situation, but save your channel points for health dice, because they're going to get a free load. Congratulations.
Finally, I'm get back to
I'm
3. I haven't had.
I'm just excited to get into this.
I know.
Schedule, yes, of course. It is Wednesday, so we're playing tonight. Hey! Our next one will be on Saturday. It will be at PHG Plays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then we wrap right around to Tuesday with Rot Raid.
Mav.
Other way.
Oh, is it
You
Matt?
keep forgetting.
Yeah.
You keep forgetting.
When it
Every single
says-
time we see the schedule, if it says rot, It
the
means
opposite.
map.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Right, right.
And it's also
He's never gonna remember this.
No, he's not.
Nope.
it's okay, Mav. They know it's you because you're the one on the DM screen right now. So
I know, right?
Perfect.
Exactly.
You're in charge. I'm gonna go make a quick
Go
character
ahead.
sheet real quick.
yeah.
Oh, you want? Okay. I will throw something
No.
up real quick.
No.
You all will hate me and
No.
never let me sit in this chair.
No.
JK.
There we go.
There's the schedule, y'all. Is it this way? Is it that way? Which one is it? Let me hang on a minute here.
Other way.
No, other way.
It's the other
That
way.
There's the schedule, y'all. Read it, because I can't read. So
Nope.
there it is.
Love it. So good.
Players, you guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
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 Let's
Yeah.
do.
Roll the intro. In the year 208 PT, a world once grounded by tradition and mystery was forever altered. The events leading to the tearing and uprooting of the lands have faded into legend, leaving us with a mystifying era known only as post-Torn. Player Hater Gaming welcomes you to the realm of Ulthana, where our journey takes us high above the clouds, into a realm of wonder and peril. A world composed of dozens of floating islands, each a unique culture unto itself, safe from the dangers lurking below. In this world of soaring islands and untold mysteries, danger lurks in every corner. Heroes and adventurers are born out of necessity, for the unknown has a way of finding its way into even the most tranquil of places. Meet our heroes who will shape the destiny of the Skytorn realm. Dragix, the unlikely but unyielding paladin, a beacon of virtue and strength. Red, the talented sorceress, wielding the elements with unmatched prowess. Eva, the warlock, possesses supernatural prowess, fueled by a pact of unknown origin and intent. Lovikazan, the indomitable barbarian, a force of nature and raw power. And lastly, the Doctor, the masterful wizard, unlocking the secrets of the arcane with every incantation. These 5 souls, each with their own path, will converge in a tale of adventure, wonder, and intrigue. Join them as they explore uncharted territories and uncover the secrets of this realm. Welcome to Tales of the Skytorn.
Are you not sure?
I don't know.
Welcome back, everybody. So over
We're
the past
here.
few episodes, we have listened in, watched, taken part, and enjoyed a story as they have found themselves in the Undercloud, a place of myth, legend, folklore, and sailor songs. A place most do not want to find themselves, for it usually means imminent death. But through a thankful series of luck, events, and sheer skill and will, they have found themselves upon a rather large section of land, perfectly encased in an incredibly large bubble, keeping the undercloud at bay. This place having a few names: the Shattered Temple, Rock's Respite, or just home. As for it seems to be, once you get here, leaving is rather difficult. Having conversation with one of their elders within this place, a bit of history and past was uncovered. Still untrusting and unsure of what could be true, what could not be true, what could be perceived truth. Many things. While the water may be less muddy, it is still cloudy. deciding it would be best to try and re-establish some small semblance of a connection to whatever she lost, to the ritual that erected the Great Barrier. The elder started gathering books and research and left the party to their own devices to be called upon at a later time when they were ready to begin the drafting and calculations of the things needed for that ritual. Left outside, this large plot of land does have a central lake of fresh water. Most of the individuals here seem to make their living by either catching fish from this seemingly sourceless but ever-flowing lake, and also those a bit hardier, venturing outside the bubble and bringing back much larger but harder to hunt creatures. So, you all have been left to your own devices. You are outside of the elder's home. The stone door is left open, but the simple cloth has been drawn closed again. I believe you are all beginning to make your way to a specific location, but I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss any roleplay moments.
No. I think
No.
Sun's still keeping Cass relatively occupied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doc's mentally preparing himself for his flight back to the ship.
Yeah. And Red's mind is just spinning,
Spinning.
spinning,
Okay,
trying to make sense of everything.
got it.
Drake is still confused by the, hey, there's a guy on the other side looking for you. Huh?
Is that the direction we are currently going?
I believe,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
as you all begin to head around the outside ring of this bit of land, there's probably about a good varying 50 to 80 feet of just flat-ish land before it is suddenly and very rapidly turns into a jagged, almost like a cliff face straight up, which creates this kind of large horseshoe bowl effect for this area. Sometimes there's stone remnants here and there, but not as prevalent as where you landed. That seems to be reserved for that area alone. But there is a bit of like the random like pillar just knocked over, half grown over, things like that. Most of the homes here seem to be made again mostly of wood and cloth.
And she's not really picking up on any structure that would resemble. No, well, she wouldn't. Because apparently the place where she was closed in is somewhere else.
I will say you do know that in that area you landed, there looked like there were places you could go into the cliffside. Some may have been collapsed over, some a bit savaged. As such was the story of the relic hunter, the air genosity you guys ran into.
Okay.
But as you all make your way around, eventually you come to a, I won't say large, but large for in comparison to the other buildings around it. Probably a 3 to 4 bedroom, completely and made of wood structure. It has a front porch. The door, there it is a wooden door that is held open, just like it's just like a rock is holding it open. There is a very worn footpath from the where the steps meet the dirt and straight out to the lake, where you can see there is a small dock built there.
Drax
And
first
nobody's
thought-
around.
Never mind, I'll let her go first.
What was
Nope.
that?
Is nobody around right now?
You don't see anybody, but there is a boat anchored to this very small dock.
Okay.
Drax's first thoughts, which would be said out loud because he doesn't really care right now. Wow, this person is really high and mighty. Probably sees a lot of himself in all this crap.
Go find out.
Right.
Why me? What? Why? Huh?
You know why.
No.
We've been talking about Captain Breeze.
You think this guy? He just points over the building. He kind of says that out loud too. It's like, are you sure? You kind of make it sound like he's not this much of a pompous asshole.
He very much is, but that's where you got it from.
I am
Certainly.
not a pompous asshole. I'm an asshole.
Are you sure?
As you say that, Drackix, a voice comes over the party. Well, that ain't what that smoky shirt says about you, boy. As you look up, you can see now standing on the porch this somewhat tall individual. They appear to be in their mid to late 40s. They have familiar half-elven tipped ears and a very salt and pepper long, probably shoulder to mid-back hair kind of varying here and there. They have a scruffy beard, a very open and just flowing light blue vest, and a pair of very simple plain black trousers, no shoes. In their hand looks to be some kind of fruit, apple-ish, and a very simple knife they are just carving a piece off of. And
Red recognizes him, yeah?
immediately.
Okay.
It's been some years.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's been some years.
I like to say we all recognize him, except for Drackix, because Drackix
Yeah.
has used his form as
Literally
a disguise.
everyone except Leviticus and Drackix.
No, Zahn has seen Captain Breeze via Drackix transforming via disguise spell.
Ah, that's
That
true.
counts.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody knows.
Never mind.
Yeah.
He's-
Everyone recognizes. It takes a moment because the beard wasn't there and wasn't quite salt and
Yeah.
peppery, but
Drax just looks up at him. Looks him up and down. I still don't know who the fuck this is.
Right. Well, our friend Drackix here has had a momentary, well, maybe not momentary,
and he kind
memory
of
lapse.
comes down the steps. Not sauntering, but walking with style. It's familiar to you, Drackix. This is the walk of somebody that spent an incredibly large portion of their life on a cloud ship.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of
So
a
he's not
sway
qu-
to it.
He's not quite Jack Sparrow walking yet.
Not quite jet, because yeah, ships don't
Yeah.
bounce that much upon the cloud ocean, but they do have their variants.
Yeah.
He kind of walks over to Drackix.
Not enough rum yet to have that walk.
He kind of looks over all of you.
That was a chunky dice.
That was a chunky dice.
There's a moment of recollection for each of you in his eyes, but he says nothing. He looks to Drackix. What do you mean you don't exactly know who I am, boy? I taught you everything you know about the ships.
Eva just slowly raises a hand, like, that's my fault.
She kind of looks over. You know, I figure you were dead, honestly. It's very nice to see you alive. And for that day, I do still apologize. I could not quite fend off those that assailed the ship that day. But you made it. But if you wouldn't mind explaining to this simple man what you mean, why my first mate and protege does not recall my face or name, apparently.
Eva like points to herself like, wait, you're talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean you couldn't repel them?
I'm guessing you don't recognize me.
No?
That's all
I mean,
right.
I do, but not from us interacting. I have inherited Drakix's memory of you.
You and your husband had chartered a vessel away from your home, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I may not have been on that direct ship. I was in the area, ensuring that my word was followed through. Of course, it was before I picked this one up, and he looks at Drakix.
Drac is just scratching his head. He's just like, huh?
May we come inside, sir?
Of course. Seems I have a few meetings today. And he just walks up the steps.
A few?
Dawn is so confused.
Doc just make sure his birthmark is not seen through his gloves.
Go ahead inside. The inside is very simple. It's a very large, basically like living front room area. There's places to sit. Most of them seem to be salvaged or crafted.
Drac is just gonna go in and find the first seat and sit down.
Yeah.
He's so confused. He wants answers. He's just like, what the fuck is this shit? At this moment in time, he actually understands Red's feelings right now.
He heads inside and he just takes a seat as well. Still kind of carving at that piece of fruit and taking a bite of it every now and then.
Zahn will just stand at the back of the room with Cass. Or let Cass go to Eva. Whatever Cass wants to do. She's a
As long
child.
as she doesn't start breaking things.
True. Very true.
Most of the things here, as you kind of come in and look around, you realize, Drakix, you notice some of these things, and they're familiar to you. You've seen some of these decorations before. You've seen some of these various shells and other dried, hollow-out carapaces and things like that adorning a wall in a ship that was attacked.
He's definitely gonna walk over to it. He's just be like, wait. This was in the ship in the captain's quarters. Huh?
Breeze kind of leans back a bit in his chair as he listens to this, and so you mean to tell me you recognize all this junk on the walls, but not this pretty face?
As I mentioned.
Well, it must not be that pretty if I forgot it.
Damn!
I figured you're still angry about all the gold you lost to me in those poker games.
I feel like Jack just remembers a shadow in a poker game, just and the gold disappearing. It's like, listen, all right, we all know for a fact that you. Wait, huh? What?
He kind of looks over to Eva again. So you caused this?
Yeah. I can explain, but I kind of need your help with something. You were there when the ship got attacked?
I was. Like I said, I was not on your ship. I was just a bit behind, ensuring that things I had arranged are followed through upon. And plus, I was making a few deliveries of my own to that particular place.
Did you happen to see the attacking vessel by any chance?
Of course. I recognize that flag anywhere.
I don't have much of a memory of it, I'm afraid.
Seems memory is short in supply amongst your friends here.
You know,
You don't know
again,
the half of it.
my fault.
Mm.
Eh,
Why
not
don't
completely your
we
fault.
start there? You say it's your fault. What are you just gobbling up people's dreams?
Yeah, kind of.
He's like halfway through a bite of the apple and he stops.
Listen,
That was
can
meant
can
to
you
be a joke.
can you describe the flag real quick, and then I'll explain what I know.
He sets it down and he kind of takes a moment and then he
All I
describes to
remember
you
is that the ship was black as night. Nothing else.
that it was. It was a ship seemingly to have the ability to take itself into the cloud ocean itself. Most vessels, I'm sure you are aware, are enchanted to have buoyancy amongst the clouds, but this one seems to be a bit more than the run of the mill you can find, and it can take itself underneath and then resurface as it sees fit.
That must take some magic to deal with that pressure.
That is certainly not common. I've There may be one or two I've heard of outside of this individual, but none that have completely black as night. Flag itself, it's always been a mystery to me what it's supposed to mean, but it's a simple black flag with white stonework. It looks like an archway. But it's within the archway that's interesting. It has little specks of white within it.
Player is furiously writing notes.
Jack
Um,
kind of like leans back a little bit.
Give me. Give
I
me a
want to
re-
say something as the character, but I don't know if it's because we've kind of walked through a couple of them.
Give me a religion check, Eva.
Religion check?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The thing that I have no bonuses in. 11?
11?
Mhm.
You're pretty sure it's not of your most recently found faith. But seeing as the threshold typically does have some standing within the dream realm, you're certain it's not of your newest found faith. The rest, you can have guesses and hunches.
Would she know this symbol from anywhere on Wingata? Has any connection there?
No.
House or anything?
Um,
If not,
I
it's
think
fine.
it's a very good point.
She knows that this person is of status. She doesn't know if it's from her island or not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if she would have seen that anywhere in Wingata.
You have not.
Okay. Well, I don't know about the ship, and I can't really say much about the crew. But when they attacked, it was fast,
Ferocious.
brutal, even. I have a memory of a man, black hair, white shirt. He threw a spear into my husband that essentially ended up killing him when we made it to port. And after he threw that spear, he came and he bit me. Yeah, turns out that fucker's a vampire.
They're real?
You're telling me.
Quite real, actually. We've all met him.
He is my sire, and I have some traits that come from him, but I also receive the hunger that the vampires have. Every few nights, I have to feed in order to not go insane, essentially. And it just so happens that the thing that I require to feed on is dreams. So, every few nights, one of these 4 unlucky friends get one of their dreams taken from them. Twice so far, it has been Drakix, unfortunately. And one of them was the unfortunate memory of sitting down and playing some sort of game with you. I'm not quite familiar in all of the ship games that y'all play.
Typically played 5-claw poker.
But in taking that memory, he basically just lost knowledge of you, which is unique. He has the motions, he has the recognition of the ship and the crew. Just you. So I hold that memory for him now.
He kind of sets the knife and the fruit he was munching on down and just kind of leans back and stares at Drakix. So he remembers the things taught to him, but not so much the teaching.
Essentially. I would say you've taught him well enough that we haven't died yet.
Well, that's good.
And we almost could have. 3 times.
Is there
On the
any
Cloud Sea,
way
at least.
he can get them back?
Don't know.
Well, if that just ain't a swift kick in the jewels, I don't know what is. I guess it's good news you're still breathing, Drax.
Not for
We
nothing
honest-
crying.
Fine for yourself. You look well dressed. You haven't lost a finger or an eye, so that's pretty good.
He's a very good captain. Do you have to say that?
Captain now, eh?
Actually, our ship is above practically, maybe. He
We
looks
hope.
over to Doc just to be sure, like roughly 900 meters, 1,000 meters.
950 is when I lost counts. So anywhere
Yeah.
from 960 to 1,000.
Which brings about a great question. How did you get here?
Coin.
Funny story. Some mishap with jumping off of a cliff and as a choice to a superimposed question that I didn't have an answer to, and I just said fuck it all. And I found a coin and it brought us here.
Oh. You're telling me a coin of fate found you.
Would I know it to be that name?
You would.
Yes.
He kind of takes his hand and shoves it into his trousers pocket and pulls out a very familiar coin. Yeah. Where's yours?
Back to the monolith.
In a
Oh.
ziggurat currently? Or on a ziggurat?
It's on the roof of the ziggurat.
Yeah, that happens.
I can still get back to the ship. I just need to borrow Mr. Red's broom.
A broom.
You're muted.
You are muted.
She kind of points over her shoulder to the broom that's strapped to her back.
Oh, I
This-
just thought you liked to clean or something. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Me clean without magic? You've lost
Oh.
your mind.
You're one of them.
Yeah.
Right. And he just adjusts himself a bit and kind of looks over the coin. So yours is on the ground still, huh?
Right. Unfortunately.
His pockets his.
Technically, I think we found what we came to look for. Really?
I mean,
Right?
We found it, but we hadn't finished.
Right.
so does that mean that you finished whatever you were looking for? Because you have your coin? Or,
Guilty as charged.
and you didn't want to go back up?
I
Not
don't blame
really.
him.
Yeah.
I truly
Did
don't
you
blame you for that.
survive?
Mm. Goes to his pocket again.
Oh.
Pulls the coin out. I had won this, oh my goodness, many a years ago. Never figured what it was for, just thought it was good luck. And then after plunging about 50 to 100 feet below the cloud ocean surface, found myself in this sphere, and it brought me here.
I have a question about
Right.
that attack, by the way. Track has told us a little bit about it. Who attacked you?
Well, I always chalked it up to just another fellow connoisseur of the underhanded techniques, but after getting a good look at that flag, I promise it is burned into my memory. You ever heard the Blue Rose Trading Company?
Yes.
Well, if you ever find them, you go the other way.
I
I don't know what standards they have in the world now, but I promise you, whatever they're doing, it is not good intention.
Doc will remove his glove in his left hand. Their symbol looked like this, correct?
His
From his
left
birthmark.
hand slides back on the armrest and just rests over a rapier.
Jackers had the same reaction too. He like guarded my neck actually.
I'm guessing since you're still standing, you have somehow convinced the trust of Dracix upon you.
Well, more or less told the truth. I have no idea what if I have any connection to this Blue Rose company. In fact, I've actually went to them to inquire about it.
Did you
Nothing.
show them your birthmark?
I did. They did not recognize it for anything other than a weird oddity.
Interesting.
I grew up an orphan on a far off island, archipelago of Ivory.
Heard of it.
You're one of the few.
Well traveled.
I'll give you that.
But
I'm looking
for
to.
someone of that mark to be left at an orphanage, that is most curious.
Well, I never
You
cared
should
for.
be sitting rightfully at the helm of a ship, a galleon even.
Doc looks very confused at that one. My family that importance?
I've seen that birthmark a few times. Not many. But every time I did, it was on the wrong side of a cutlass or a rapier.
Fortunately, I'm looking to make contact with my family.
I would be wary of that.
I'll take that warning into hearts.
Hydrate.
If you find yourself in the company of another like that, just know they will try to either bring you into their family or end you.
Fortunately, I need their blood.
You heard him. Yep, I know.
I heard him, but
So-
I'm just gonna put that.
So,
I'm gonna shelve that for later.
Right, in a nice little box where we can just put it aside.
he's going to look to everyone else at this point real quick. It's like, just, since you all seem to recognize him more than I do at this moment in time, I'm going to ask the question to you all. And he's going to look to Breeze real quick. Don't excuse the question. How much do you feel like we could trust him?
We can trust him with our lives.
If we trust you, Trackers, there's no reason not to trust him.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure before I said
Just
the
like in the
things.
background, there's just Captain Breeze like,
I feel like this is where Drac gets the thing. Like everybody goes like, "Hey, should we trust?" And Drac immediately just goes like, "No." This is where he gets it from. He's just concerned. So it's like, so question for you: have you ever been on Reese, past the docks, in
No
the
one.
city proper?
no one of that outside origin has anyway.
Hi.
Drekik says,
For a month before the taxman found out and it started coming after my ass.
You made it out with the tax man knowing your face.
Well, I still have my hat of disguise. He puts it on and he just shifts one of the forms he took. He's just like, "Are you sure you saw me?" But at this
That's-
point is when he's gonna bring him up to speed with the reason for the blood and all that other stuff, and the black blades and everything.
Okay.
So you're talking about
Hours.
the Devourer?
Hours go
Yeah.
by.
Well, he's
Right?
going to slim it down as quickly as much as
Yeah.
possible. He's just like
Still,
the little bits that are
time
important.
passes.
He's gonna have
Breeze
questions.
makes
Oh, yeah.
meals. You
Yeah.
all enjoy an incredible meal of freshly caught fish, vegetables.
So now we all learned how Drac knows how to cook.
Zon devours it all.
It is amazing.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what happened, and everything else. So, and I'm pretty sure I feel red just glaring into my head. And if she had fire that comes out of it, it probably meant a hole in my head now too.
I imagine that's how she casts Scorching Ray. It's just laser eyes.
And if she blinks, it's a magic missile.
Yeah. Well, that's quite a tale. This, would you say cursed crew?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I think
Certainly seems to fit.
most of
In
us
all
are
honor,
cursed
I don't
now.
know.
Yeah.
Well, still nobody actually wants me on the ship because the moment they realize Drac, they all go no. So,
Why not?
well,
Can only
everybody but you
imagine the
guys.
things you've gotten into without proper guidance.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Liar.
He just goes back to look at the wall. He's just like, nope, I've been good.
Our first meeting was you delivering an illegal herb to our herbalist.
Right.
Do we mention the time we blew up skyships?
Mm.
For massacred guards.
I feel like the question was more aimed at Drac and not at the rest of you, so therefore we don't say anything else about all of you guys.
Rob a casino.
Hmm.
Right. That too.
Drac probably
Hey,
did
you
because
won that fair and square.
exactly.
I did win it, but we did also kill everybody there.
Drac
I mean, they-
would kind of gloss over that fact, but also
Okay.
mention how like you guys almost robbed the casino. Like we won the game, they try to backstab us. I try to backstab them by robbing them blind.
Right.
Well, you have quite the path that has led you here. But as you know, and he'll just put the coin down on the table, if you want to leave, there's only one way. Why are you here?
How much do you remember of my time on your ship?
Just remember, very young girl needed to make it out of a place very fast under cover of night.
Right.
The best part about my job is the plausible deniability, and I don't ask a lot of questions most of the time.
True. Okay, it cut out there for a second, so I didn't catch a word of that.
You like that really bad.
Yeah, you did.
I just remember a young girl that needed to get smuggled off on an island in a hurry. And one of the best things about my job is the plausible deniability. I don't ask a lot of questions usually.
Right. Well, we're here because we're trying to figure out certain things about my past. Things that are linked to why I left. Do you remember anything else?
No.
No.
Not so
Right.
much remembering is asking the questions in the first place.
True.
But
We
look,
weren't
I
followed,
don't
were
need
we?
to know every in and out detail of y'all's lives. I'm just a man who has found peace.
Right.
But if you're wanting to get back home, and you gotta drive in to get back to topside, my best suggestion is to figure out why you're here. What are you looking for? And then take it.
I don't know if I can recover my memories here or figure out any of my past or how to move forward.
Question.
Yes.
Even though Drac doesn't remember him, how strong is the urge to pick this man up and carry him out? As he just said, is take it. He's just like,
Mhm. So, how much do you want to know? Seeing as how you're down here now and seemingly content.
It's a good life down here. Now, if I can give some guidance in some way, I gladly will help if you think I can, but know this. My day-to-day life is just me waking up when I wake up, fishing when I get hungry, sleeping when I get tired.
Right. And as you said, you don't really remember much about the time I was aboard your ship.
No.
Do you
were
remember
quiet.
any people coming after you afterwards that could have been an
I've
effect
had a
of
lot
that?
of people come after me, ma'am.
You know what I mean. You're worse than Drax. Ugh.
I feel offended.
You should.
They both look over, they give you the exact same look.
Love that.
Like, if pearls could be clutch, they would have been.
Right. So, and anything involving old lore. People asking you strange questions about the Ascension.
No.
Right. I don't know. I know that I can trust you with the information I have, but I'm also not entirely sure how much you want to know. Drakex, if it was you, how much would you want to know?
Before or after I met you?
Before. Well,
All right, okay, better question.
Mhm.
After meeting you for about 10 minutes
right.
or since the first time till now?
After about 10 minutes. Let's say you'd given me a ride on your ship somewhere and I was fleeing from people. Put
Tell
yourself
me
in
nothing so
Captain
that
Breeze's
way
shoes.
I can tell me nothing so that way if anybody asks me questions, I can't answer them.
Right. Noted.
But now tell me everything so that way if somebody comes ask me questions, I show him the pointy side of my sword, turn it into lightning inside of their body, and then ask, why are you asking questions?
True. Do you really think they could find their way down here?
I believe if they could, they would have already.
Right.
This is kind of what they are looking for, other than you.
True.
Unless,
What
of
if
course, they
they-
didn't know anything about the stories and therefore they didn't know about the temple and didn't know squat. And yeah, that's always a
Having-
possibility too.
Having Breeze here to protect people if they do show up after we leave along with the high priest. Two of them knowing the situation can make it easier to fend off people who are asking questions like that.
Right. All right. Well, you've been voluntarily participating, Captain Breeze. So sorry.
Kind of like gives you a bit of a look like, who do you think you are?
Just wait, you'll find out.
Oh.
Drake just looks over at him nonchalantly. This is normal. Just nod and shake your head.
Zahn moves Cass away from her.
And she turns and with the flattest stare lights herself on fire.
Right, we've established you can do magic.
No. Not everybody can do this magic.
Mm-mm.
I've seen some fancy things in my times.
Have you heard the story of how the Everhunger was locked away? The reason why we're
Gets up.
here.
He walks to the front door, out onto the porch, and just points towards the village. No,
Right.
not even once.
Drake's just gonna turn to Red immediately. I guess that's where I learned that from.
Right, you certainly did. So you know the Phoenix sacrificed themselves, correct?
Yes, I know.
I am the Phoenix.
Okay.
And Drake at this point is gonna put his hand up. It's like, no. I've definitely watched her come up and then also she ended up knocking my ass out because I was too close to her when she came up. So yeah.
She died and rebirthed in front of us.
Yeah.
I am the Phoenix.
Make a persuasion
That's
check.
Jesus. All right, here's where my help dice come in.
It's a good
Okay,
thing they're
please.
full.
Yeah. And I'm gonna roll the help die. That would be a 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you, Red, and then he looks at Levikazan, and then Drakix, then Doctor, as you all, and then Eva, as you all pitch in these stories and chimes. And he looks back to you, Red. Why are you so fucking small?
Right, as I said,
Drake is definitely gonna laugh at that one.
as I said, I was sacrificed to contain the Everhunger, and
Right, so how are you
Phoenix.
here? Yeah, but still, you should be
Right, rebirth.
wherever you go when...
She has a fraction of herself.
I am not at my full strength. You know what, matter of fact, and she will reach back to her pack
Mm-hmm.
and take out her urn
Mm-hmm.
and show it to him.
He just kind of looks at it for a moment. And he walks past all of you into the kitchen. He opens the cupboard, grabs an unmarked amber bottle, pulls the cork, and just starts drinking.
It's a proper response.
So
Yep, that is-
that's where that's from.
Yeah.
Right.
Drake is now just like at this moment is just
Like just dots are getting connected.
The image doesn't get any clearer, but it makes more sense.
it's
Right.
fuzzy. It's still static. It's still like the 90s static when you're like trying to flip channels. It's like, wait, I can kind of see something. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. It's like,
He takes a good couple long drinks and sits it down. I am too sober for these stories. But the problem is, you ain't lying either.
No, I'm not.
you should share with the rest of us.
Get your own fucker.
Drax
You're
won't
a
let me
little
have any money to
shit.
buy any.
All right. So, I am here trying to recover myself, but that appears to be less than possible given that I'm holding the barrier still? I don't know. I had no recollections of any of it. I have nothing before this lifetime, and well, I may have a scrap or two since
Yeah,
the
I don't
ascension.
know magic that well, but I do know if you got a three-legged stool and you take a leg off, the stool falls off.
Right, well, we're trying to fix that.
We've already spoken with the high priest and they're playing your ritual.
Right.
Right. So, you asked why we were here. There's why.
Wow. So you're gonna need to go into that area
And which area is that?
where you landed.
Oh.
Stone altar. Why do you think it's there?
I don't know.
We kind of just got here and have really legit. It's been yesterday at this point with all the hours of earlier today, yesterday.
Yeah, it's getting into evening. Like you basically got here in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. So,
It's been a long
We
day
got-
for you guys.
I
a
still
real
need to-
long day.
It's been a long day.
Right, so we've been here less than 24 hours. We're trying to figure all of this out. And the reason why we're here is to figure all of this out.
Well,
I
if you're looking to do anything with that, the only place I can tell you is you're gonna need to go back to where your coin is currently planted and find a way underneath.
find a way underneath. Okay.
Allegedly, I spent a little time digging myself, but that blue skin feller, what's his name?
One of Ostrakic's money.
Galon? Galon?
Gaelic.
Galen.
Yeah,
That guy.
Right.
He's got a good bit of that area mapped out. He's trying to find something to get him out of here. His
Right.
coin's still stuck to the floor.
So, people may inevitably come searching. People that intend me harm, the same people that were the reason why I left Loomshire in the first place. People that have been
Do they
hunting
know
me
you're
since.
here?
No, not specifically here.
But they have been following your trail, apparently.
And of course, killing
I
people
see.
because they have nothing better to do with their time, unfortunately.
They're a radical cult. Best way to describe them.
Right.
Great. So in
Because
my
as you-
time of solace and peace, you've brought this to me. And he looks at Drakex.
you're welcome.
As I said, if they had the beast to get here, they would be here by now. So they have no idea how to reach here.
I will say that is one of the thankful parts of this place. It's difficult to just wander upon it.
But that's
Right.
why I think having you and the high priest know this chance of arrival of Malcolm guests is better than you guys not realizing they're in mean corner.
Well, what's next for you all then?
Apparently, I'm flying back to the
Apparently.
ship.
The ship and apparently digging near that cigarette.
I don't know how much digging will be done because I don't know what all he's mapped and found, but there's been times he's been gone for 2 or 3 days in a row.
Right.
Know what's underneath there? Honestly, I don't want to know. There's been sometimes he's come back a little banged up looking.
That's a good thing. He owes it that to graphics.
Draki's just going
Certainly.
to crack his knuckles, but like, he finally gets to pay up.
You let someone be in debt to you?
Oh, I gave somebody did me a favor.
Okay,
I did them a favor.
I taught you better than this.
Oh no! This one, he's a treasure hunter, and that, as you said, he likes to find things. He ended up in too many problems. He paid me one time. He couldn't pay me enough, so therefore, he owed me. He's now gonna repay me.
It doesn't always
Right.
work out that way. Sometimes people take that debt to the grave.
Well, clearly he tried to, but got stuck here with you.
Touche. Well, I can tell you where he lives, but it is rather late as well.
He's gonna look to the others. Do you want to go find him just to make sure that he can't leave
Wait,
before we
tell
leave?
him? Wait, did we tell him to meet us somewhere? After the high priest talk?
Oh yeah, we told him to meet us at the pillar.
Right. We should probably return.
We were a little late.
That's no short walk either.
He probably ran away because he didn't want to see my face afterwards. But where does he live anyway? Just in case. He's a slippery little thing.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go on this island.
Right, they're all
We
kind
just
of stuck
arrived,
here.
so therefore we didn't know anything. So therefore, to us, he could be anywhere.
Right.
Right. Well, and he'll start to walk towards the front door, but he'll just kind of like slap the amber bottle against your chest, Drakix, and let go of it.
Drax is gonna hold it close, and then also take a swig out of it anyway.
About halfway-ish.
Yeah,
Someone's
he takes a
eyeing it.
quick, like, 2 swigs, and then hands it over to Zahn.
She'll take a few swigs.
Pretty good.
It's nothing like your brothers.
Very true. Very true.
Very few things are probably though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breeze heads outside,
Drac is gonna follow after him.
and he makes a hard left on down the deck that he's built, and goes to the front corner of the house. He just kind of points further down the way, about 100, 200 feet that way. You'll see a very simple tent, surrounded by a bunch of junk. No point in trying to steal around here, so he just leaves it out in the open, whatever he finds.
No surprise. It's always been him. And Drac is going to softly say, even though the memories aren't there, thank you. And then he's going to immediately walk off. That's it. That's all he's saying and walking off.
Breeze heads back inside.
Question. Our stay with Breeze, could that count as a short rest?
Yeah.
Can I use Arcane Recovery?
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to roll a hit dice.
Okay.
What even is cat?
So everybody else stays, I'm guessing. Drac is going alone in order to find him.
No, I think we're going with you. There's no reason for us not to.
Yeah.
Drac may need to put him in the floor in case he decides to go. Like,
Red
no, I don't
walk
want to
with
do
you.
anything. You know?
If you're doing that, you definitely want me there to heal him.
Yeah, that's true.
You head over, you walk about 100, 150-ish feet, and you can see there is a very simple 3-pronged tent standing up with just things surrounding it.
Is there any movement inside the tent?
No.
Or noise coming from it? No?
There's not even light. And you've noticed that where you're at, it should always be perpetually dark.
Mm-hmm.
But some sourceless light here has been slowly fading with the day as it's progressed on. And it is now dark. but it's definitely that eerie dark where there's just no moonlight. It is just dark.
Puts on goggles.
Hello?
No response.
Little shit. You better not. Wait, maybe you.
Should we check at the pillar?
Mm, it's getting pretty late. He's probably going to come back at some point, so we could just crash here, maybe.
All right.
How far is the pillar from this area?
Because you have to go around the lake.
Oh, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
probably about like an hour,
Yeah.
hour and a half walk.
Yeah. True.
Drax just like
here.
starts. Yeah, Drax starts putting the piles of junk together to kind of like lean against it comfortably.
You
And
know,
it's
the
more like
things you're moving, they're like well made. I mean, there's all kinds of things. There's stonework. There's things that look like they could be like religious relics. There's bits of jewelry. There's just various things. There's no real rhyme or reason to anything he's finding.
The jewelry is slowly disappearing. No one's there to stop him.
No.
I mean, we are, but are we going to stop you?
Are you going to?
This is payment for you guys too.
Drax-
I don't get paid.
You
And
do.
here we have the full circle of the meme. You're making
Drax, we
$500
do.
gold. You're going to pay me $100. You're getting $100. I was getting $50. You're getting paid.
We do still need his help.
Yes.
Fine. Drac leaves
After-
half.
Look,
Fine.
I might not get paid by Drakex, but Drakex pays for my things because he needs me to do stuff.
Exactly.
True.
He only
Drakex pays for
food.
everything. Because that's all you ever want is food. But he's
Never
also
ask
got
if I
new
want.
gear.
That's true.
He has got a new gear. So therefore you can't just save food.
I doubt you paid for this sword.
I might have
Romantics.
in somebody else's blood.
Yeah.
He
And
probably killed the
severed
owner.
hand.
Yeah, probably.
It might have been Bob's. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Bob definitely doesn't know.
Bob definitely won't remember.
You.
Oh, that reminds me.
Do
When I do my flight back to the ship to get the herbs, who is joining me? So I can take one person with me.
Drac is immediately gonna look at Zahn.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I just want someone to come with me because Bob will probably be feral when we come to go up tomorrow.
True.
Right.
True.
Zon's probably your best bet.
I mean,
Yep.
I can take care of Bob myself. He's not terribly much of a handful.
Mhm.
Lives over at Jackets. And I would take you, but last time you couldn't really do much against Bob.
Can we not talk about it? Let's not talk about it.
It's okay, Drakex. I'll take care of him for you.
I imagine this conversation's happening while you're all setting up camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. You get your camp set up. You don't have to eat because you already did. But I will say somewhere about maybe 45 minutes to an hour into having your camp fully set up, there looks to be an approaching torchlight.
Zahn just, hand on the hatchet.
Mhm.
Doesn't know.
Drac just leans into the pile that he's had. He just goes,
Sure,
He's gonna be so pissed when he realizes. This will be fun. And Drax is just relaxed and waiting. And just staring as it comes towards him.
Yep. The rest of you?
Having a guess of who it probably is. No real reaction for Nick or Doc.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Locals seem pretty safe so far, so
After about another 30, 45 minutes, you see Galen. Kind of looks at you all. What happened to the pillar?
we
We talked, we didn't see you, came over to see Breeze, had a very long conversation, realized this was your tent, came over here, figured we'd just wait for you here, because tomorrow morning we're going to immediately go after the ziggurat in order to see what's inside of it. And I need a guide.
He walks over to what appears to be like a very simple pile of wood. He just starts tossing a couple logs into a small campfire and blows his torch to it. Well, I didn't eat dinner yet, so you can just wait until I'm done with that before I listen to anything you have to say.
Hey, it's have fun, enjoy.
He lights his campfire, puts out his torch, grabs a fishing rod, and goes to the lake.
Which, I'm pretty sure Drac also has like a couple of like spare rations and emergency rations in the bag of holding
Yeah.
as he's walking away. Do you want to fish or do you just want a ration that I have in my bag?
Zahn pulls out like 4 more.
I owe you enough. I'm not owing you anything more.
No. This
You don't
this
owe
one
me
was this would
anything.
be this one is payments for you guiding us.
And you don't owe me anything, so.
He walks back as he slowly brings the wine back in.
I thought so. He hands over the ration that he has in his bag.
He takes it very thankfully. He puts a very simple, like, 3 or 4 pronged thing over the fire with a little metal cup and some fresh water. You see him sprinkles some things into it.
Precipitation make it taste better. Proper seasonings.
Thank you. So did you talk to him?
Yes, I spoke to him.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
A decade? Roughly? Almost?
Imagine you two had a lot to talk about, a lot of memories you share.
More like
Yes.
Make a deception, Jack.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
I'm gonna add D4 to that. I don't like that look. Alright, that's a 21.
It's a natural 20.
God damn it.
I'm not sure. What does insight modify off of again? Intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
He's a relic hunter. He's got to be pretty wise.
It's gotta be
No, it doesn't.
perceptive.
He's got to have pretty good perception, yeah. He
Investigation.
just looks at you.
intelligence.
Glad you got to get caught up.
Technically, he didn't lie.
He takes
did
the tea he
clean
made
up
and
his
starts
teeth.
sipping on it and enjoys the rations that have been arcanely flavored. So, into the temple tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to go with you? Can I just give you a map?
Well,
Are there traps?
There were. And he kind of like pulls back part of his vest. You can see like a gnarly scar over his shoulder.
Mm.
Word.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've
I'm a-
cleared everything.
Still stiff.
How close would he
No.
be to Drac?
I mean, probably not too far from you.
Like arm's length kind of deal?
Yeah.
Drac is just gonna like poke him in the shoulder.
Ah.
Like a little as he pokes him in the shoulder, just lay on hands just to help that
Yeah.
recover a little bit faster. And just pulls his hand back right after.
Oh. Oddly kind. Thank you.
Now that you owe me for.
No, come on, go to your ass.
If you had gotten it from me, you wouldn't owe me anything.
Oh.
To be fair, it's not like he asked for it. How much of it were you able to explore?
Oh, I don't know how much there is. It's, how do you put this? You know, when you start getting kind of good at something, you begin to realize you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Mhm.
like that. I started exploring a pretty good bit, but there are some doors I just can't open. I mean, there's no
Right.
locks, there's no keyhole. It's just a slab of stone, and I'm not strong enough to move it out of the way. Thankfully, I got around some of them by going through other hallways and finding more traps, but they're disarmed and marked because I don't want to forget where they are.
Any specific imagery around there, or is it just plain stone?
Just the same thing you see, a lot of Phoenix stuff.
Right.
Phoenix seems to be prevalent. There's the big three, of course, the Phoenix, the Jinn, and the Dragon, but not really too much focus on the Jinn and the Dragon.
More so the Phoenix.
I
Lovely.
mean, most of the things I found, he starts looking around where Drax is sitting. I had an amulet here somewhere. Where'd it go?
Drac is just like, fine. He takes the amulet out of the bag.
Really?
Well, are you gonna
Yeah.
carry half of this stuff out when we get you out?
Takes the amulet and walks over to Red, only because she's the one that asked the question. Most stuff like this. He hands it to you.
She will take it and look at it.
It is a obviously very, very scaled down, but is a pretty good replica of a phoenix. The actual body and the wings are of gold, but then the wings seem to be like placed and tipped with cut and shaped ruby.
And did you clear out everything like this?
Honestly, no, because after a certain point, I realized I still didn't really know what I wanted out of this place, so I stopped pulling things out.
Right.
What does
So what
Drac
was your-
know about this guy?
About this guy,
Mm-hmm. About Galen. How much does Drac know
you already
about him?
had your history check.
Yeah,
So-
no. It's just more of a would Drac actually kind of like know what he'd be wanting on his treasure hunts type of thing.
No, I would say you wouldn't have had that guy inside.
Okay.
So, what is it that you wanted out of this place?
Well, honestly, when I first found it, it was a bit of a panic because I had to rapidly leave a ship. And you kind of like, you notice he's worn leather vambraces this whole time. And he takes off the right one, and you can see burned down this way is COTC.
Branded?
Branded.
Okay.
And he puts the leather vambrace back on and ties it shut. Made a bad play, but escaped. Funny, everyone always says you can't swim in the cloud ocean, and we know we can't. We know we can't. Thought maybe. What are my odds? Die in a jail cell or die to a sky shark?
There are worse things than sky sharks.
Took my chance with the sky shark. After about, I don't know, 50-ish feet of just falling. Surrounded in this bubble.
So you came for an escape and then found a unknown possible hoard of treasure that you were trying to understand.
Trying to get out of here with it. Kidding me?
Well,
What's up there for you? What's up top?
More mysteries? Don't get me wrong. This place is fantastic to dig through, but at some point, you kind of want to see the sun again.
True.
How
so
long has it been
Copper
since you
ale.
last? How long has it been since you last checked your coin?
About once a week.
Hmm.
It's only been a few days since the last check-in. I imagine
I
there's
don't-
at least 2 or 3 coins there now.
I
don't mean to be rude, but what if this you're looking for is more of a purpose than just treasure hunting? Like something to give you more meaning to it.
This is the purpose. Come on. Exploring, finding things.
What about finding something that can change the world?
Or what if it's finding something in yourself and realizing you don't need all these material objects to be happy?
There's no alcohol around here. Please stop talking.
Oh, here! And have a sip. And she'll hand the bottle over.
He looks at it.
One sip because that's
Did you
all we
steal
have
this
left.
from Breeze?
He gave it to us? One sip. Takes it back.
And see, he's just like closes his eyes, just.
if you ever want something harder, go to Hasbin.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you're looking for Zon's brother.
Fucking ship and go there.
Well,
Well, how about this?
it appears you're gonna be part of our crew.
Shove some food in his mouth. Just chewing.
Well,
Angry
as he's
noms.
chewing,
Yeah, anger
Drac-
noms.
as he's
Angry.
chewing like angrily, Drax just goes, "Well, you've always loved a mystery and a half. What happens if we help you solve the mystery? And that's what you've been looking for."
At this point, I'm willing to try anything.
So therefore, you had to come with us, unfortunately.
Me and Zon will meet up with you when we're back from our trip.
I mean, how long do we think it's going to take?
Should take us no longer than an hour at most.
So then maybe they should just wait and not go in the temple without us so we don't get lost?
How about this? You get the guide, we get the map.
That's fair.
Or we could always make a copy of the map, smart man.
True.
Do you have the paper to do so?
Sure they
The robot's here.
The automaton is bigger.
be here somewhere.
What was
Try
that?
that. Try that one more time, Nix.
I'm sure they have paper here somewhere.
There you go.
Well, yeah. I've got paper. I think I made maps.
Right. So again, We could just make a copy of the map.
And he'll reach into the satchel he'd set down and kind of open it up, and there's like a quarter folded sheet of paper. The folded, it's like this big.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like Drac would be surprised. I feel like Drac would be like, that's small for what he's used to, probably.
Really, I guess it comes down to, do you want to even try and come with us to see if this is a solution?
Well, I definitely want to see the Zergrot, but I figure me getting the herbs off our ship is just as important.
Well, if you can get that one couple of stone doors open, I wouldn't mind seeing what's beyond them.
Yeah, I have an idea or two.
Then in the morning, you are going somewhere? Where are you going? Where's there to go?
Back up.
We need to get something off of our ship.
Yeah, we forgot something. So we're gonna go back.
Well, didn't really forget, more or less. We found out we needed it.
Yeah.
So he's
Fair enough.
just staring at you, slack-jawed.
Do we need to
She's
speak
gonna reach
slower?
over. She's gonna reach over and close his mouth.
He can swat you away eventually. If you can leave, why haven't you?
Because I just got here.
And there's a purpose to us being here.
Look,
We
and we
have a
don't even
reason.
know if we can actually leave. We're theorizing that we can get out of the bubble and go up and do all that. Who knows? Actually, Red, could I borrow that for the broom for a second? I want to test something.
I'm pretty sure if you hit him in the head with the broom, it'll still make the same sound.
I mean, that's true. We can still put that to the test and see. I
Fine.
just want to see if we can get out.
Well,
Of the
technically,
bubble?
we can.
Out of the
'cause-
bubble. Can? We don't know.
Oh, you were not
We
part
don't
of
know.
that conversation.
Oh.
So we were told
Uh-huh.
that going too deep into the water may end up causing us to leave the bubble. So which means going up also has the same aspect.
Yes,
Does it?
you can walk to the edge of the sphere and
Stick your
it takes
hand
a bit
out?
of pressure.
Uh-huh.
You have
Easy.
to really want it.
Yeah.
But we have individuals who help support the food here by hunting the creatures this deep.
Oh, okay. Never
Right,
mind.
so there you go.
Damn. No late night.
I
for
feel
me.
like
don't
she
get me
just
wrong.
wanted.
I think they're crazy. There's plenty of fish from the lake. Just eat the fish.
But there's some friendly crabs out there too.
Not friendly crabs. Do you not remember?
He didn't. I'm okay. He was kind of
Selective.
big.
Selective memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, in Zahn's mind, everything is small.
And friendly.
Yes.
Then I'm just gonna wait here for whenever you are all ready.
Right, so, yes, we can get out.
Cool.
In worst case comes, our coin can't be activated again. I can ferry us all out. It'll take a few days, but I can do it.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm certain there's something here that we very much need.
Yes. That you very much need.
And yes, Galen, when we get out of here, we will bring you along as well. Don't worry.
You did say we would.
Right.
I did promise you that. I will keep my word.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna go to sleep. And he kind of like gets a bit of. You watch as he just like waves his hand over the flame, and you can see out from his palm there's like an increased gust of wind. Puts the fire out. And he heads into his tent.
Crack is just going to get comfy. Armor off next to him.
In the
But
tent.
No. He's leaning outside of the tent. He knows the
Okay.
fact that it's not big enough for one person.
Okay.
I imagine Doc and Don would find a nice spot for themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the duo, the trio, and the single.
Mm.
At this
One is-
moment, Drag is probably going to realize and be like, I guess that means that we're going to need to leave threes with Cassandra. I don't know who to feel bad for.
Cassandra with yeah.
You just like leaving her with an older Drakex.
That does not inspire confidence.
It doesn't, but
Hey,
she's at
I'm
least
not
safe.
that bad.
Drakix, what have you been teaching us so far?
How to man a ship, how to read a map,
and
how to lockpick.
and
How to be sneaky.
right.
How to be sneaky, how to
How to
steal, how
How
to
to stab people.
stab people in the back,
Mhm.
and in the
Right.
front, and in the
Mhm.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Also, angles in order to make sure to penetrate into armor.
See?
We
Yeah.
may or may not have been using me as a test dummy for that one, just to show her how to do it. Though with Kaylin now.
Right.
No.
So
As this
Do
conversation carries on, each of you eventually find your way to somewhere to rest, and you all enjoy a long night's rest.
oh yeah.
And with that, we're going to go break. I didn't realize how late it was getting. My apologies. We're gonna
When
take
we
a-
have fun, we never know the time.
Right.
we're going to take a 10-minute break, y'all. So we'll be back at 58, 59. Let's just come back at the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9
We'll
o'clock.
come back at the hour, play for an hour, and then we'll have a good night.
Yee.
So
Mhm.
we're gonna get snacks and water. You should go get snacks and water, and we'll see you guys when we get back. Ooh, look, water. Welcome back,
That's where I
everybody.
didn't do
Thanks
it.
for hanging out during our... What was that?
That's why I didn't do it.
You did. The dice tell me so, because I rolled a 8. That's why.
There is no proof of the fact I did anything.
Thanks for hanging out while we went and got snacks. I hope you went and got snacks and water, because it's important to hydrate and keep your body nourished. Now, a long rest is had. All of you wake up the next day. Again, there is no sunlight here, but through whatever magical means enchant this place, there is a sunrise. Or at least the light level.
There's a mild
equivalency of-
lightning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. Drac is probably making like a small batch of coffee.
Okay.
Probably looked at Red and just like when he kind of realized that she's like half asleep. It's like, can you just burn this real quick? Holds a torch out. And just waits for her to light it before he just puts it on.
She groggily kind of groans and is like, and raises her hand. Does actually light it.
So does Red, like, when you cast most of your spells, are you like a finger snap girl? Are you a hand wave girl? Like, how do you most usually, what's your usual somatic part of your spells?
She's a point girl.
You're a point girl? Okay, so you just...
So, no, I imagine it's not the point finger index, it's the middle finger.
Yep.
Very well.
So currently the smell of coffee is now going around the area.
Okay. All of
Zahn would
you
eventually wake up to that.
slowly rise to the aromatic smell of chocolate and coffee incredibly blended together.
What does Galen think of that smell as he wakes up?
That is also part of the reason why he's doing it too. He's just like, let me make him realize why we're a crew. He's slowly, and also at the same time as he's doing it, he's going like this over it. It works into the tent. It's like, I don't
Eventually,
have any magic for this.
the hand with a mug out, and it just shakes a bit.
He just pours in like half a glass.
I don't know what you have, but I want it.
It's like, first taste it and then come out for more. It's like half the glass is full.
Disappears. The flap closes.
In his head, he's just like, 1, 2. He fills it up almost to the brim. He just like
Very
starts serving it.
slowly sinks back into, and you just hear. I'm not going to ask. I'm very thankful. Let me know when you're ready to go to the temple.
You should thank the child.
You have a child?
I said the child, not my child.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right, I imagine that was all of our reactions.
Damn.
There's some offhand.
Wrecked!
Just some napkin real quick. It's possible his kid's somewhere on board.
Oh, don't give me those nightmares, please.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Damage.
At this moment, it just immediately went back to the coffee. He's just like, we're not having that conversation. But also, there's like a mild twinge. It's like, wait, maybe there might be. Oh, shit.
Somewhere in a far off land. Mama, when's Daddy coming home?
Small little dragonborn asks the human mutter.
Yep.
Deceased. Oh my god.
And
I'm gonna
she's
keep my
gone.
mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I was gonna make it worse. I was gonna make it so worse.
It's only reflects your character, not ours. So
I know that, but I'm not gonna give him any more ideas.
Hang on, I gotta write something down real quick.
roll a d8, determine how many kids.
Right.
No, it's Trackix D12.
Notes for campaign 2. This is our next traveling party. It's just all of his kids.
Yes.
We're all
Going to
looking for
find him.
blankets.
Yep.
Oh, Dragon Boy.
Please. Even if it's like a one shot. We need to do that
Anyways.
as one shot. Anywho.
Be fun.
You all have a good breakfast.
Mhm.
As good as you can have.
Traumatized.
Pack up your campsite. Don't take anything extra.
No.
Tactics.
The
Dragon-
temptation.
he's so tempted. He's just like, he's definitely looking around, like seeing like what may work that he like in all the junk that's around. He's going to be looking around to see anything that may have an arcane feel or just feels like something that may be important.
Okay.
Something that's like similar to that amulet that he saw.
Mhm.
That was mentioned
Looking
the
around, you
previous
see a
night.
lot of things with a similar iconography. You see things of the Jinn, the dragon, the phoenix. Large percentage is of the phoenix, just because in the area it is.
He's definitely going to tell Gain, it's like, we're going to take all the stuff that has the like everything that's pertaining to like the amulets or anything that may seem like it
A
has like
key.
an indentation, or anything that feels like it has like a nub to it, because these may be keys that we may need.
You say that out loud.
Yeah, he's definitely going to tell Galen this time.
There's no point.
You say that, but you never know, and he's still going to do it anyway. So all it is just, everybody could see him now. It's just him feeling every single thing that has it. It's like if it feels like a little bit shaped weirdly, it goes right into the bag holding.
Okay.
And it's just every single thing from there that he
About
sees.
20 minutes of this, Galen comes out fully dressed, just drinking.
It's good, isn't it? Yep.
You're still here.
He points over
We're
to
leaving.
the sleepy Cass. That's the child. When she wakes up, you should thank her.
She helped. Anywho, Doc and
He just
I-
stares at the bedroll where you just pointed.
is there a cast there?
There's not a cast there.
Oh,
Like,
fucking
it
hell.
was.
Fuck is
Immediately
Cass?
Drax just like, wait, what?
Is there an Eva?
Is there
There's
an
an
Eva?
Eva.
Is there a
Oh,
cast
no.
between Eva and Red?
Helps if I'm not muted. The way I had it envisioned is like Cass would have been like leaning up against Eva's side with Red's head in Eva's lap for the night. So, however, that ends up untangling itself.
Is there a Cass over with them? Zon is up and looking around. She like
Make a
is she
perception
literally
check.
Oh, and I'll say she walks past what's this? Galen?
Galen.
Galen. And like peeks in the tent too. So perception?
Why are you looking? I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't care.
Doc will also look for his Cassandra.
At this point, Drac immediately forgets about everything else and is just looking for Cass.
I'm gonna add a D4 onto that.
Okay.
'Cause this child is important.
No, you know what? Not even. Drac is not even going to look for Cass. He immediately takes up whatever's left for your coffee, puts it into a cup, and starts going rough at a quick run, but also making sure not to spill the coffee.
Mhm.
Back over to Breeze's cabin.
Okay.
17.
17. As you look around,
18 for Doc.
you look towards the lake. You can see a small figure playing.
In the lake?
Not in it, but near on the shore.
Okay. She's just by the water.
Right.
Okay.
Needs to be supervised.
Especially with falling out of the bubble through the water. Yeah.
Drac's like halfway over to Breeze's still, not even knowing.
Nope.
He just
Dracix!
Are even Red up?
Mm. Yes?
No, I would imagine Red's still asleep.
until Zahn yells for drag eggs.
Yeah.
That she immediately wakes
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like, it's
Drax is
Bello.
on the turn. He's like, what?
Points the water.
See a very small, familiar figure playing in about 1 to 2 feet of water.
Oh, thank God.
How far away is Cass?
Like, at this point, it's like 60 feet.
She definitely
Uh,
hurts the bellow.
Oh, yeah.
Cass, Doc cast Vortex Warp from Cass.
You have.
It's a second level spell. I
You see,
think fourth
Zahn
level
was
spells.
about to call and sees the magic
He
go
does
out.
not resist your spell.
Have her appear in front of me and Zahn.
She is covered in water, mud, twigs.
Precipitation cleanser.
Oh my god.
She
If
fights.
you
Is like,
want-
no, I was playing.
If you want to play, you need one of us to watch you.
She's like holding her head back as the magic comes up, and then
Like, no.
shivers off.
You can
You need at
go.
least one of us in the party here to watch you.
Yes.
I can see you.
We
We
couldn't
didn't
see
know.
you until we noticed you. You gotta tell us.
What do you think with all those eyes? You can see me.
I'm rubbing off.
I'm
on
so
her.
glad Drac is not there to hear this, because immediately Drac would be like, I'm not leaving her over Breeze. I'm not leaving her over Breeze.
How would your mother react if we told her you ran off without telling?
Sorry.
Just wraps her arms around her from behind.
It's
We just want you to be safe, that's all.
No.
a new place. We don't know what's all here.
Apparently Zahn found a very, 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 very large friend on our way here, so
Yes.
could gobble you up in one go.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It latched onto my arm, and it was a giant crab, but then it had a really long snake-like neck
Ooh.
that went to a bigger body.
Ooh.
I
At this
know.
point, I'm pretty sure Galen realizes this is what I
Galen
threatened
is
him
watching you
with.
just.
It almost ate me.
Galen now realizes what I threatened him with when I said a friend. At this point, Drac is just walking slowly over to Breeze's cabin and just knocks on the door.
Yeah.
I have a gift and a question. Favor.
I
To
don't
ask.
do favors, boy. And he opens the door.
He holds up the cup with your coffee for him.
He's holding the cup.
Test this.
He takes it. Mm. Psh. You realize he was just drinking straight liquor.
He expected as much. The moment that he came up, saw the cup, he's just like, he's not drinking this.
That's different. Good different. But different.
Don't worry, that's the same reaction we all had.
He
But
he like pounds through enough, and then he pours the rest of his cup into it, and he like swirls it around a bit.
Makes an Irish coffee.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Find the kid.
Yes.
Good. What do you need?
Since we're going to go into the ziggurat later, after 2 of ours go up back to the ship to grab some stuff and come back. When we're going into the ziggurat, we need somebody to watch the child for us. And I came to ask you the favor.
Yeah, bring her by.
Thank you. Here's a handful, though, and then he kind of goes in like, I'll also be teaching her how to read maps and pilot ship and steal, play cards, and everything else. Also how to stab a man a couple of different ways.
She's a kid.
And
Took you so long.
I've only known the child for. Usually, her mother keeps her with
Get tall.
friends, but
Just leaves. He closes the doors.
I like him. We need to come back and visit him.
Dracula immediately just
Grandpa
like puts his
Breeze.
hand down and just goes back to them and just goes. When he finally gets over there, Breeze said he'll take care of her.
All right. I suppose it's time to go visit our arcane friend then. Get this underway.
All right.
Oh, means I'll go ahead. Sorry, head up to the ship then. Red,
Yep.
with mine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's the broom.
Yeah.
Don't sound so sad about losing it.
Be careful with it. It better come back in one piece.
It will.
Will.
All right.
I'll be
Duh.
driving. Don't worry.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Buckets on the broom.
Zon gets on the broom behind him and just holds on to him.
And we
Puts on her
start.
mask.
Puts on his goggles and we start flying up.
Okay.
Oh no.
We'll meet you guys at the ziggurat.
As you fly up, you can notice you see a couple, at your point now, very small figures sporadically placed along the outside of the kind of horseshoe shape of the lake. You can see they're just like, some are just casting nets, some are actually fishing. But you do see some that's going to be gathering up on a single vessel, and they're going towards where the waterfall breaches into the cloud ocean.
Okay. Did anyone
Imagine
knows
this
us?
is people going about their morning business.
Do any of them notice us? That we can tell.
Nope, they're going about their days.
Remember, people don't usually look up.
True.
Especially here.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, with time, you make it to the top of the sphere that pushes back all the clouds here in this space. As you push against it, there's resistance. You will the broom forward, and after a moment, eventually you out the bubble.
Begin counting. My counting from this point up to 500. 500. I'll dimension door up.
I need you to make a survival check.
I don't know if there's
As
a way
you are
that...
in absolute darkness.
I don't know if there's a way that Zon could help. She probably couldn't. Oh, okay.
21.
21. Okay. Kind of grounding yourself before you leave the bubble. You kind of get yourself to where you know, okay, if I go this way, I'll be going straight up. There's no way I can get left or right confused. I may drift a bit, but I'll know where up is. So you just hold on to that thought and you breach through the sphere. Basically, the broom is this way. You just go straight up. How high up are you going?
Well, once I get up to 500 feet and dimension door up, being higher to the max of 500 feet.
Okay. After about, counting yourself, about 100 feet, Zon,
Mm-hmm.
something up the back of your neck sends a signal through your body.
Uh-huh.
Terror. Hunger. Fear.
she's going to like hold closer onto Doc and just kind of like whisper, something's following us. I think. Be prepared to dodge.
You take 27 points of damage
Oh god.
Yes, the honor that both.
as a creature latches onto your leg.
Oh, jeez.
That was a natural 20.
Oh no.
Um,
You look and you can see there is what appears to be a very sleek and slender but aggressive shark-like figure. It's maybe the size of about half of you,
Uh-huh.
but it is pure instinct, teeth, and muscle.
Oh, fuck.
It is latched onto you.
Zahn just...
I will
Okay.
activate Dungeon Door early.
Okay.
Why? But how many uses?
I get 2 uses.
Okay. I mean, Zahn pulls out her thing as just trying
What do you just think up basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
edge of range, keep the same radius. Like we're, basically the way we are oriented the same direction we're going. Pop it 500 feet ahead.
Okay. Your leg is free.
What?
But you are bleeding.
Uh-huh. It's like,
And I just like reached out and
We'll-
cure wounds it.
we'll do that on the ship. Just get out of the clouds. There's more things in here.
What do you do?
Continue going.
Okay. With an open wound as you move through the cloud ocean.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about.
Chances of encounter increase.
Let's put it that Zahn is keeping an eye out for sure and is going to make sure that Doc, as he's concentrating on the room, is not going to get hit.
Okay. You sense something is coming for you. A little more, a bit larger, but not as aggressive. Shark-like creature. And you are able to basically, you just reach out and you punch it in the fucking snout.
Yeah. Just do the nope.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, how much longer?
Be hitting cloud line soon. Because it's 60 feet around, and that's just basic movement. I imagine we're dashing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already traveled 600 feet plus another 100.
You bat aside another creature.
Yep. She's got both hatchets out ready, just like...
Yep. Golly. You take 22 points of damage as a stinger pierces through your abdomen.
Oh, fuck.
And you look and you see there on the end of the stinger, it comes back to the tail and wraps up and under essentially some kind of strange, like the best way I can describe it to you so you can imagine it as a person, as a player, is a larger stingray that has basically like a morphed like scorpion tail that wraps underneath.
Oh, fun.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Oh no. That's an 11. I'm going to add a
Hell yeah.
D4. I'm adding a D4.
Okay.
I don't trust that. God, I am rolling through these too fast, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's only a 13.
It's a failure.
Fuck, yeah, I figured.
Can I use a bonus action?
What's your bonus action?
The flourish a card
What are you
and
gonna do?
heal Zon because I imbued cure wounds into it.
Yes, but it will happen after the pulse of poison.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8. Take 11 points of poison damage. As
Yup.
it pierces into you, like, oh, that's bad. You feel its like
Oh, yeah.
muscles tense as it pushes the venom into you.
Uh-huh. Fun.
And you failed, so actually you're paralyzed.
She's just like latched around Doc,
Yeah,
just
you
not
feel like in
moving.
the death grip, Doc, as
Yeah.
all their muscles tense up around you.
As I flourish a card as a bonus action to heal her 6 HP.
You heal 6 HP.
Cool.
Does the creature still on her?
Yes.
It's just still through her abdomen. It's fine.
I'm going to... Okay, I need to know quick math. How far up are we?
How far are you?
Because we went up 100, then we got attacked, then
Mhm.
skipped 500, so 600.
Yep.
How far have we made it to this point?
I would say at this point you're honestly you're within like the 200 to 300 range of being back to the surface.
Okay. Branch the door.
Okay. You're above the surface.
Immediately look for the ship.
Perception check.
Oh god.
Is Zon unparalyzed? Can she look?
It's faded by now.
Okay.
That is a terrible roll. Got an 8.
Ah, that was almost an 18. That's a 6.
You don't see the ship.
We both rolled 2s.
You look around, all you see is completely flat and calm cloud ocean. There is nothing around you. I really want you guys to take that into your imagination. Nothing. There's no land. There's no clouds above you, ever. There is only the cloud ocean beneath you, and as far as your vision can conceive, you see nothing but cloud ocean.
Alright, I have a question.
Sure.
We did this like first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think, technically speaking, there would be like an hour left on Bob before he goes feral. Because it's been less than 24 hours.
Right.
Can I see if I can feel my connection to Bob for a direction?
Make a spellcasting check.
Spell casting, it's like a straight wisdom, intelligence. Yeah.
Yes.
I believe in you, Doc.
Adding a D4 just in case.
Yeah.
19 total.
You reach out and you get the faintest of tugs off to the east.
I start heading east.
Okay.
On the way, I'm casting an actual cure wounds on the Zon.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I kept that card.
Yep. I may have gotten down to half HP.
Heal additional 7. I will heal you up more when we're on ship.
Accidentally damaged myself again.
And I will, on our travel, I will cast Sending
Okay.
to Dragix.
Drakix, in your head, you hear the following message.
Uh-huh.
Going to delay our return by at least an hour. I have to use both spell slots to get up. Zon's hurt. We'll take Tom. Careful more? Okay. Trip down should be safer.
Bye. No, one word. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. You were counting down. I was like, okay, so I got 4 left.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, my other way around. Yeah, you have 1 left.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Can I hold off on the reply, or does it have to be immediate?
It's immediate or no reply.
Got it. How many words is it exactly again?
25.
25.
I'm not sure if you would realize you have 25 words.
I don't think he's used one yet.
No, he's never used it. So I was just trying to get like a baseline just for me. That's the reason
Yeah.
why. Good to know. Creatures are vicious. Don't let her meet another friend. Figure out where the ship is relative to us. Make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
And come. Yeah, that's it.
You're like, make sure it's set.
Yeah.
They can figure out like what the last word was.
Yeah.
Safe.
I'll start doing more math, counting distance again, and try to see how far away from our ship our exit point was.
Oh gosh.
I can roll an intelligence for this one because there's less things to use as a gauge. Or would there be more because we're above clouds?
Technically, you have more. Like you actually have the sun in order to gauge the distance.
You can also count it out. Like you know how
Mhm.
fast the brown.
Yeah,
The
how
broom
fast the
is.
broom is. Yeah, and we know the ship is anchored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're about. It takes you about a half hour to find the ship.
Okay. At least we find it. That's the important aspect.
Mm.
I'll let you have fun with that math.
Math.
That's far distance though.
Yeah.
So action
Yep.
dashing 120 feet per 6 seconds. I'll get back to you on the math.
That's fine.
I have a calculator for this.
That's about
A lot.
2. No, it's a couple of miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're counted as nautical miles, it's
At
actually
this
a
point,
bit
you
further.
realize, and you confirm what you already knew. Though it's beneath the clouds, it is not stationary.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So definitely, we need that coin back. That is the quickest and easiest way back to the ship.
Should we sail the ship back a bit this way? I can sail it.
That is 36,000 feet.
3.6 miles. Kilometers. Math.
Because it's 1,800 seconds in 30 minutes. Divide that up by 6, 300. Multiply that by 120.
Math.
Sure. You get back to the ship, you can see your companion is just wandering around, holding the mop like a spear.
Obviously feral at this point.
Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna like slap.
We can just stay up here, and
Yep.
I'll take shots with the crossbow.
Okay.
Zon will.
There's no need to roll it here. You guys got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
We'll down them, and I'll get them back up later.
Yep. Just bonk
And
him
once
on the
Bob's
head.
once he's dealt with, we'll
It's incredibly
land
well
on the
cleaned.
ship. This is good as his job, you know.
Drac would be so proud if he saw it.
Yeah. First things first, the doc addresses Zon and begins treating her wounds.
All right.
Thank you, but also you can save your magic for, the way down, because that's gonna be terrible.
I'll need an hour to get enough magic back to do
Okay.
it. So I
Okay.
will use what I see fit.
Fine. Gosh.
I'll cast the Wither and Bloom, myself the target, obviously,
Okay.
and her to heal. This will
Okay.
be a 3rd level casting, so you get 2 hit die.
It's just you.
Roll 2 hit dice on, or I'll do it for you.
I'll make my con save.
Both 7s.
Hey, a nat
Definitely
20 my
made your
con
con
save.
save with a natural 20 for 23.
Fuck yeah.
Heyo.
Can't
So
go wrong with
that's-
that.
Almost to triple digits.
I take half damage, so I take 3 damage.
Yay!
For
Awesome.
only healing 2 hit points.
Nice.
2 hit die.
Woo.
So you're on a ship. What are you guys doing?
Well, since we have time, we'll go get the herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got herbs, I gotta take an hour to rest at least.
Okay.
And to get my arcane recovery going to get 1 4th level spell slot back.
Okay.
And during that rest, Doc's gonna look. So Jack has taught you enough to guide the ship, maybe?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
because we
I
need to
can
go
I can do that.
that way with the ship.
Yes, we can definitely do that.
Okay.
You hold the wheel steady. I'm gonna pull up the anchor, and then we'll start heading that way.
Yes, we need to get our ship moving there.
Yeah.
So it's been 24 hours. It's moved 3 miles in a day, roughly.
So do we maybe want to go like 4.5? Maybe even
Well, we gotta
6?
get down there too, so
Yeah.
we'll figure out the math on the way.
Okay.
We will have time.
You
Okay.
can figure out the math.
Who's going to be handling the steering?
Zon, because she's been taught to.
Make a vehicle check.
Okay. What would you like that to be? Because I will make it a skill then.
I have it set for ship steering strength. Ship handling is wisdom.
Oh, Brandon.
Excuse me. Sorry.
For a second, that you
Yawns all of a
realized
sudden.
something.
What?
That you had that face of, oh shit, like you realized something.
No. I had the yawns. I was trying to.
The
Okay.
yawns.
I don't mean to have the yawns. I promise y'all. I'll just get up early for work.
No, good.
Let's go ahead and go with wisdom. So make me a wisdom check, because I don't think you're proficient with vehicles. Make a regular wisdom check.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay. 18.
18. You picked up enough to be able to get the sails down, get the anchor up, which is an interesting concept because it's basically a very low level immovable rod. So you kind of like mess with the rope a bit for it till it finally disengages. Pull up the anchor side to side, get the sails down, get them. Well, they'll stay down. You catch a breeze, and then you get going. With the doctor's keen sense of direction, you are able to navigate a course for a good few miles.
Alrighty.
So I'll say, if Doctor doesn't help in anything except pointing directions, he can have that hour of recovery as you make an hour of sailing.
That's what I was planning on doing.
You kind of do your best guesswork about where you came out, what direction the ship's going, and you do your best to try and plot where you may be the next dawn.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let the anchor back out. Engage it.
Yep.
Throw the sails back up. Make sure they're nice and tight.
Yep.
Check everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe strategically scatter Bob across the top so no one comes on. They see that and they leave.
Yep.
That I can just have him walk about again.
If you want to.
Your hour passes. What is your method to descend?
Pop this back up. Okay, so method for descending is the tricky part because we went at like a day's worth ahead, so we're still 36,000 from where we exited.
Yes.
So it's not going to be we go straight down because that's not going to work.
No. Mm-hmm.
So it's back onto the broom.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to fly back to the direction where we came up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get as close to where we popped out as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Doc's going to ask if Zon can use her speak of animals while on the burn.
Yes, I was gonna say, let's do that. Yes. Actually, because yes, I did cast it while I was on the broom before. So yeah.
Okay.
Before we descend, we'll pop that.
Okay.
That way
Yes.
she has more of a warning
Yeah.
and can
Sure.
probably deter
Yep.
creatures
Yeah.
by saying we're not food and they get
Open up your
confused.
mind to speak with animals.
Yes. Yep.
And I'll give her two options.
Uh-huh.
Either we fly down 500 feet
Uh-huh.
and I attempt a dimension door closer,
Uh-huh.
or we just turn off the broom for a bit.
Do you even have to ask?
I figured I knew which one you wanted.
We'll get there faster.
So deactivate the broom
Okay.
and
We're
begin
all
counting.
holding on to each other.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
very tightly, and
Yeah.
I begin counting.
You fall.
Uh-huh.
You fall.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
Uh-huh.
bit.
Yep. Need you both to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
I'm adding a D4. Okay.
I don't know that it'll help.
What's your totals?
11 with my D4.
10.
Oh
DC was
my
10.
Oh,
So D4 did help.
As you're going down,
Uh-huh.
you're having trouble pulling oxygen in,
Uh-huh.
and you begin to panic for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And while your world is already dark, because you are basically
Yep.
snowblind down here, but still just darkness,
Mm-hmm.
feel the world around you closing in.
Do I feel her
Sounds
heart rate?
begin to get muffled. Closer and closer.
She's like grabbing onto Doc.
Oh yeah.
Do I
And
feel
then
her
it gets
heart
to
rate?
about
goes close?
here. And finally, you just hear your brother, fucking breathe! And he
That's
I
it.
love that.
Okay. Don't breathe.
Why
takes
is
the
it-
biggest, deepest breath.
why do
Yeah.
I feel like the moment that was screamed out, Zon felt somebody like punch her in the chest?
Punch her in the chest. Yeah.
Literally. Because it's probably
Absolutely.
happened before. Not in this scenario,
Oh,
but
I imagine Doc would realize she's having a small panic while
Yeah.
falling, and so Doc would, being the medical guy, be doing like chest compression to like get her to breathe.
You look over, you just see Doc's hand is just like open palmed you right in the sternum.
yeah. It's like, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. Keep counting.
Just breathe. I
Fall.
got you.
You fall. You hit your marker.
Dimension door.
Now,
Where do we fall?
as we are in the realm of sheer luck.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to
yeah.
roll a D100.
Okay.
Ugh.
Suddenly, two
Wonderful.
bodies just splat across the ground.
Do you want your success to be 1 to 50 or 51 to 100?
I'm not deciding.
Okay, I'll pressure on me. I got it. No problem. It was my idea, to be fair.
What is your success?
Do we flip a coin?
No, I'm doing math in my head for probabilities.
I have a way to help, but I just realized I don't know if Doc has it or not.
What?
And this would be really, really Does Doc have locate object?
No.
Okay, never mind.
The best I can do is something similar to what I did with Bob, and find your abrasives.
Those
they
that
are
connection is
enchanted with
severed.
Yeah, I figured as much, but closest thing I had to being able to do that. I'm gonna say 51 up.
50 and so 50 and higher.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in absolute darkness.
Oh gosh.
And this will end the stream.
Brandon, you can't.
I can. And I did.
He is.
I can and I did.
Please make sure you bring new character sheets next session.
Bring your character sheets next session.
I
Yeah.
already have mine up, so.
Okay. Zahn sister, let's go.
Zahn's sister. Here to avenge.
Yeah. Just the last
Wait,
message she
hold on.
hears on the sending stone. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Splat.
Oh fuck! No. That means that Drake's gonna have an issue. She's gonna go, "How dare you let my sister die?"
Oh,
She's come back to torture Drax. Yeah.
Psychics. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want to accomplish in the roughly hour and a half, 2 hours they'd be gone?
We would be heading to Elf Person. I don't even remember if we actually got their name or not.
Could
I
have
don't
sworn
think we did. I actually don't think we did.
Oh.
So
I know their title. You never
Flame
got their
Keeper.
name.
Yeah. We
Besides that, also leaving Cass with Breeze.
Yep.
And making sure to tell Cass what not to do.
Got it.
Even though he's just like, this is just me. It'll be fine. She'll be with me in essence.
You might have gotten good with sharp objects. He's a lot better.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So
But
you make
as-
your way to the Flamekeeper.
Yeah,
Mhm.
as they make their way, Eva just kind of walks up next to Red and just grabs her hand and gives it a squeeze.
Just
doing
squeeze
okay?
it back. About as well as I can be, I suspect. I'm not sure. I still have this sneaking suspicion. I don't know everything for sure, but there's something more.
This is something that has to be your decision. You know that.
Right.
We don't have to do any of this. At least not right now.
Right, I know. I mean, well, technically now we kind of have to. The coin's keeping us here.
I bet I could convince Doc to teleport us, one at a time. We get out of here.
Right. No, this does have to be done. And don't tell Drakex, but I think he may be right. You are kind of rubbing off on me.
You know he's right there.
Drac gave you guys. There's like 20 feet of space between you guys. The moment that he saw
There's
the
20
hand
feet
holding,
of physical space. There's like
Yeah.
100 feet of mental space because Drakix is probably just way off.
Drac is currently since they're just walking around the lake, he's grabbing stones with his tail and just skipping them along,
Okay.
just to keep himself distracted,
Mhm.
because he's trying not to think about like the memories that he doesn't have anymore,
Mhm.
how he could help Red, the fact that the two of them are still like how they're okay, if they're okay, because he is concerned for their well-being with the last message, waiting to see them to make sure like he could breathe easily,
Mhm.
like wondering what the hell they're gonna encounter inside of the ziggurat with Galen's help. It's like so many things that are currently going through his head, but he's not trying to think about it, so it's just skipping stones.
Gotcha.
Right.
It's not a
Well-
very long walk to get to the Flamekeeper. It's just about
Yeah.
45 minutes.
That's fine.
I'm
He's
just-
actually outside when you get there. Just he's going through like a morning routine. He's sitting kind of off to the side of a very small altar. He's just sitting at it praying.
That will always look rather strange to me.
You're telling me.
Well, what are your concerns? You wouldn't have said anything unless you had one, I don't think.
I don't fear death, but I do fear being alone.
My dear, I'm not going to leave you. I'm not.
Until we come out the other side of this, I will worry. And there is nothing you can do to stop that.
Immortal, my dear.
One of us is. I just have an incredibly, incredibly, incredibly long life. You know, a couple
Right.
centuries worth. I don't know. Maybe I am immortal. It's not like I would know. I don't exactly talk to the other one.
Right.
But either way,
Mhm.
you're not going to stop me from worrying. But the least I can do is at least help you through it. And so I am going to do everything in my power to do that so that you do come out the other side. That being said, you are literally holding the weight of our entire known world on your shoulders, which is why this needs to be your decision. Despite that, we
As
can
it
come back to
stands.
this.
Right. I would feel uncomfortable leaving things as they are right now when we could reach out and assess how things stand. Know how much time we have.
All right. Let's go shake up the status quo. You seem to be rather good at that.
Oh, my dear, we definitely are.
As you two wrap up the conversation, you can see the Flamekeeper is being a stand with that staff. And he kind of looks over and sees you and gives a simple nod and heads over. Good morning. You found somewhere to rest, I see.
We did.
Good. I've been looking through some things and certainly seems possible we could at least establish a link to the you in the box.
Right.
What that link will bring us, I don't know. But it seems so far I've got it roughly separated into two segments. The first will be finding the box, and then the second linking you with the you inside of it.
All right. How difficult does it look?
If your friends, I take it they've made their arcane leaps back to your vessel.
Just this morning, yes?
If they can bring us back those components to allow all of you to walk upon the dream realm, it does assist in making it easier. The restrictions within that place are less so. It's a place few have free access to. Even the Everhunger, thankfully, has never been able to breach into it.
Right.
So, it also makes travel strange, but effective. It's difficult to word. It's not a lot of study into it, but there have been research of thresholds being built that could span continents by simply walking through it.
They're
All right.
currently on their way with the components. They should be back soon, assuming nothing goes wrong up there. While
Then I
we
will begin my drafting of the glyphs and the calculations of magic based on that then.
certainly.
All right.
But there is somewhere deep within the temple that left over that will be of importance.
We
All
were
right. Where's this?
It's where you were sealed. It's where the boxes were placed during the ritual originally, before they were locked and sent off.
We were speaking with the Genasi, Galen, and he had mentioned that he's
Yes.
mapped out the place decently well. He
He has
mentioned
Been
arcane.
useful.
Well, I wouldn't say arcane, but closed doors that don't have keyholes or accesses. Any thoughts on what those might be, or
I have seen them. One day he came to me and almost lost his entire shoulder and arm, but through help with the arcane, we were able to at least keep him from losing those. But once it was safe, I've seen these doors.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how they open.
Is it possible it has something to do with me?
It's possible. When I walked those halls hundreds of years ago, was not aware they were doors. But it seems through the upheaval, particular things were put into place. I haven't
Right.
thought much of everything surrounding those events of those days and those weeks, but with you being here has certainly given me a reason to dig into my memories. Certainly a quite, how do you say it, in your slapped together, I believe is the phrase most use.
All right.
But it worked.
For a while, anyhow.
For a while.
if you have time when you're done, can you show me how you do that masking thing in the dream realm?
I can, yes. It will be interwoven into the ritual we will use, but when we are finished, I will leave you with the knowledge to duplicate it yourself.
That will certainly be helpful.
Well, it'll at least keep us alive.
Survival certainly is quite the striving point.
Don't I know it?
Sorry.
It's quite all right.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a seat and watch as this magic unfolds. It seems like it's going to be quite a project.
It will take some time, but thankfully I don't need much rest these. And he goes to that drafting desk that he had and begins working.
Eva has no idea about the intellectual part of what's going on, but is watching the runes
Nope.
appear.
He swirls.
This is definitely, it's, to put this in perspective, like, Doc is, like, incredibly intelligent. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But this is next level. Like, if Doc is algebra, this is, like, calculus, trigonometry, like, beyond.
Mm-hmm.
There's sub-equations and equations, basically. But it's a good place to end the session completely.
All right.
We'll see what fate awaits Levikazan and the Doctor next session.
It's okay. I figured out a way to help them out.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh.
What do you got?
I gotta steal a ship.
I gotta steal a shit. Jesus.
Or
Okay,
I also,
okay.
I also have
Before the
ideas.
end of this campaign, you're going to be called Commodore Drakix.
Listen, hold on, okay? There's two ways. One may lead to my death, depending on how far away they are.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it brings me back safely.
To be fair, there is only a specific range we can be.
Okay? Locate object works within 1,000 feet.
We
Yeah.
would be close to that, actually.
Yeah.
Exactly.
1 to 5, they're off the island. 5 to 10, they're in the lake. 10 to 50, they're just
below the
splattered.
Yeah.
No, you're just missed.
So
wait.
because of that, like, it'll determine what I do next.
Mm-hmm.
If they're closer to like that 500-foot range,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to steal a ship because my wings with dashing, I'm only going 90 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Because movement, dash, cunning action. My wings last 1 minute.
That's
So it's like-
still 900 feet.
But I'm like cutting it kind of.
You
Depends
need
on
to
how
find us
far.
and get
Yeah.
back is the problem.
Yeah.
Because the brim is at capacity.
Yep.
So once again, it's I can get to you guys. Getting back is the issue.
The issue.
But once we have a
Because-
direction, we'll figure it out.
Because
figure
I
it out.
technically can't use vortex work on myself.
And yet you have a limited range of 90 feet with yours.
Actually, I could teleport myself technically 60 feet away, but I have to be able to see where I'm going.
That's
So
it.
therefore, that's the other problem.
It has to be a place that you can stand as well. You can't just be floating.
Well, no, my channel divinity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It allows me to teleport within 60 feet to a place I could see, but everybody will hear a boom from 500.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I could technically do that. You guys could hear the boom and realize, oh wait, that may be
Go
Drax.
that way.
Ooh.
I recognize thunder. That's Drax.
Well, we'll see what unfolds next week.
Mhm.
Until then, have a great time. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, don't forget your snacks. Good night, everybody.